Hey everyone, hope you're having a good day. Today I'm actually reporting from a new place.
This is Cartagena, Colombia.
So it's been a place I've been planning to go for a while now. I got my last trip was canceled because I was very sick, but I was able to make it out to Colombia. I'll be doing a number of cities here and you'll be seeing this content afterwards. So I want to address a few things people talk about when it comes to traveling abroad and traveling to this country. And I'll start with the city of Cartagena because that's the one I've been in for a little while. Is a place like Cartagena, Colombia safe? Is it safe for me to travel to it? And I think I will give this answer. Yes, it can be. It can be safe. Not it's just purely safe or it's just 100% dangerous, but yeah, it can be safe if you're smart about it. If you take the proper precautions and you use your common sense, you can have a great time here. This is not America. This is not the Anglosphere. This is not North America. Okay, it's just a different kind of travel experience. There's just levels of acceptable safety and things you can rely on that are just not as reliable here. And doesn't mean one is bad or good. It just means it's a different flavor. And so you need to be prepared for that different flavor of traveling. This is not a trip where you're going to be able to go out, get drunk, just relax and walk everywhere and do whatever you want and never have to care about what's going on. You're going to need to be a little bit on guard here. You're going to need to understand that this is not what you're used to. It's a different experience. So here's what I'll say with my experience so far. I've never felt unsafe really. I've been staying in like the Bocagrande area, been to Get-70, been to the old city a little bit. And never did I feel like my bodily harm was in danger in any sort of way. Yeah, especially if you go to the old city in Cartagena, there's people who look suspicious, may want to pickpocket you. Never happened to me. Are trying to do different scammy stuff. Yeah, that happens in the old city, and that's what you signed up for when you go there. But I never felt like bodily I was in harm. I feel like the worst thing that could happen is someone might try and, pickpocket me or take my wallet. No big deal. But walking around, and if you're smart and you just take Ubers everywhere, because literally they're $2 to $3, or maybe just a little more expensive, $4 to $5 for your safety and for your own peace of mind, it's totally worth it. If you do that, you're basically fine. Now, I'm here in Boca, and people are walking around at night with their cell phones out, right? Which is one of like the big no-nos you're supposed to have in Colombia is your cell phone can get stolen. Doesn't mean that's what I'm doing, but that's the vibe here. People are walking around with their cell phones out. They're not really paying a lot of attention in the nice areas. If you're going to go to the downtown or the old city at night, or just any of these other places, that's when things can get a little more sketchy and you should exercise some increased precaution. But during the day, strutting around in the usual tourist areas of Bocagrande, Get-70, the old city, I don't think you're going to experience really any issues if you exercise a little precaution. If you come here to Colombia to enjoy the place that it is, to look at it as an option in your future, to have a regular amount of fun and a good time, I don't think you're gonna have much of a problem here in the city of Cartagena. If you're coming here to get drunk, party, look into certain activities that are illegal, like the old poke, or you're looking to pay for PORSTI related activities, that's when you can run into problems if you start doing that. And honestly, anywhere in the world you can run into problems if you start getting into that stuff. I'd say it's a little more dangerous here just because of the place that it is. But if you're intending to come here to do all that stuff, just don't show up. Don't come here. Nobody needs that. No one needs you feeding their drug tourism. No one needs you feeding their SCX related tourism. Okay, we don't need that. We don't need that in this world. We don't need that in other places. It doesn't affect their society well. Just stay home. Go do that somewhere else, or don't do it at all is what I would say. But if you're coming here to explore a new place, explore new foods, cultures, meet people, talk to people, enjoy the regular safe tourist areas, or the old city and things like that, I don't think you're gonna have a problem. I think you're gonna have a good time. I have had so far. Doesn't mean I ever let my guard down or I don't take the precautions that I talked about in an earlier video. I'll put it up here about the precautions of traveling to Colombia, but I was definitely very nervous when I arrived here and you land at the Cartagena airport and you have to walk from the plane to the airport. It's a different experience, but after spending just a little bit of time here, it's been no issue. I haven't really felt bad at all. All the pressure went away and I've just been enjoying myself in, the areas around Boca, things like that. So that's what I've been doing. Like I said, watch my tips video there. I'll be doing more videos on, travel and safety related tips, because especially if you're traveling by yourself, you should have another level of increased caution when going or doing anything. Okay. You need to be aware of the cars you get into, who you're paying, how much money you're paying them, how much money you're keeping on you, your possessions. Okay, take appraisal of that. Now, I'm kind of a crazy, paranoid, neurotic person to begin with. So this is almost like kind of made for me because like even in America, I'm very paranoid about my possessions and stuff like that. So when I came here, I'm like, perfect. This is exactly what I do back at home because I'm kind of a nut job. So, but if you're not one of those people and you easily lose things and you have your phone and wallet out and you'll pull out large wads of cash, okay, you need to kind of modify your mindset when you come here. Okay, don't carry around 500,000 pesos in a one wallet. Like don't do things like that. Don't haphazardly use your phone everywhere. I've seen people pull their phones out here. I don't think it's going to be that much of a problem during the day. But like when I get into Ubers or things like that, especially at night, they'll have their phones in their laps to keep it from being seen, just as an extra layer of precaution. Okay, things can happen. I'm not saying things don't happen. You can't minimize all risks. You can't get rid of anything from happening, or get rid of the chance of anything from happening. But as long as you exercise precaution, and you know that, it takes a little while to get used to, but once you do that, I'm sure you'll feel somewhat comfortable here. Another way to feel more comfortable is know some Spanish. You don't have to be fluent. I've been studying Spanish for close to 10 years now. I'm nowhere fluent, but I can get around. If you know no Spanish, I would not come here to Colombia at all. Not because it's not safe, but because just knowing some of the language is just going to help you in a time of crisis, I would say, and being able to connect with people in that way, not having to use a translator. Like, well, if you get your phone stolen, you need to talk to somebody to get back to your hotel, and you don't know any Spanish at all. Okay, I would say that's just being a little careless. So even if you only have a couple weeks of prep, jump on Duolingo and do some prep and learn some Spanish. Learn the basic phrases, and it helps people. They really see that you're trying to use the language. They really like that. It's not something they're offended by. When you try and speak some Spanish, they actually really appreciate that. So if you just learn a little bit, even some of the basic phrases and things like that, that's really going to go a long ways. And it'll help you read things, read signs. I mean, this is all important stuff. You'll be able to read signs to know where you are, and read food menu items. So there's practical reasons to do that too. So, and you'll be able to communicate with the people there as well. So those are some additional layers of protection. Like, I would not have come here if I didn't know any Spanish. I just don't think, go somewhere else. go somewhere else to learn your Spanish before you come here. So overall, Cartagena Colombia, people have very mixed opinions on it. Some people hate it here. Some people like it here. I'm liking it. I'm a West Coast boy. I like Cali, not Cali, Colombia, but I haven't been there yet. But I like California. I like the beaches there. Coming here, of course, this is a more Caribbean vibe, but it's pretty chill. It's pretty laid back. As long as you exercise layers of precautions, you should be able to have fun and have a good time if you're doing the normal touristy stuff. So that's my thoughts on it. That's my thoughts on the city. Is it safe to come to Cartagena, Colombia? If you exercise proper precautions, it can be safe. That's what I would say to it. Doesn't mean it prevents all bad things from happening. Doesn't mean a bad thing can't happen to you, but overall, I'm not feeling like my life is on the line every second I'm out there on the street. So let me know your thoughts down below in a comment. I'll be doing future videos on my Colombia trip, things I've went, places I've gone, tips for traveling. So if you'd like to hear any more, leave it in a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. You don't know how good your life can get, and God bless to you.